Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Can you guys hear us okay? We've got a different microphone, so I don't know. April is saying it's a little quiet. So if someone could let us know in the chat bar, that would be awesome.
Yeah, my voice is really quiet.
um, but yeah, let's see. We got a lot of people in here. That's cool. We're really excited to do this kind of giveaway for you guys, the 100K giveaway. We got a lot of our sponsors kind of chipping in and helping out. So yeah, we're really excited. Skydio is a big supporter of us, and they kind of stepped up and did a really cool thing because they haven't even been shipping like all the consumer drones yet. They still are pretty far behind, and they told me like a while ago, "Hey, we're gonna do one for your 100K giveaway," and they didn't think it would happen so quick. So they told us that yeah, they're trying to make it work out, and it's gonna be pretty cool. So that's exciting. And then Niner, just out of the blue, emailed us and was like, "Hey, we want to give away a frame," and that was really cool of them. So we're super stoked. And also, performancebicycle.com, performancebike.com, they're giving away 4 $100 gift cards for everyone that enters too, like to be eligible for. So we'll give away 4 $100 gift cards also. But let's talk a little bit about the details of the giveaway because this one's going to be a little bit more complicated than the ones we've done before, but not too bad. I just did a community post with all the details too. That's kind of outlined, so you guys can reference that in a minute as well. But what we're going to do is we're going to have you guys go to the Ride MTB website and submit a form. And the way that we're going to have to do this, Skydio isn't really certified to fly in other countries yet. They're still in the process of being certified everywhere because of like the autonomy. So we're going to do a Canada and US giveaway for Skydio, and then we're going to do a Niner giveaway for all the international people, and then everyone is eligible for the performance gift cards. So that way it'll be kind of cool. The Niner hardtail is about a $2,000 value. The Skydio is about a $2,000 value, and then all the gift cards will be eligible for everyone too. So yeah.
So the Niner isn't for North America?
No, international.
Just international.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, just international, and basically wanted to split it. And it's kind of a bummer that Skydio isn't available in Europe and like internationally. So we thought it'd be kind of cool just to do, $2,000 prize for the North American viewers, and then a $2,000 prize for the international viewers. And yeah, it should be really cool. So
And then the gift cards are for anybody.
the gift cards are for anybody, yeah. And the way that we're gonna have you guys enter is you're gonna go onto the Ride MTB website at the very top. So just www.ridemtb.com. At the very top, it says contest or giveaway entry. You just click on there. If you're in North America and you're trying to get the Skydio, you're gonna do 3 stars on the rating system when you submit the form. And if you are in other countries, you'll do 5-star and submit the form. And that way we can sort through the star rating afterwards a lot quicker and kind of help us out as we enter everyone into the random generator. So it might like
That's gonna get complicated.
I know that's why it's a little bit more complicated. But if you're international, you're gonna do 5-star. So if going for the Niner, it'll be 5-star. And then if you're North America, like US, Canada, it'll be 3-star. That way we can sort it, pull the 3 stars out, pull the 5 stars out, do the random generators for both of those, and then combine them for all the performance ones. So I hope that makes sense. We just did the community post as well. I just posted that live a minute ago. And so if you have any other questions, you can reference that. And it should be pretty easy, I think. But we'll see. It's a little bit more work than last time. But the cool thing is this way, since it is a little bit more work too, it'll cut down on like this people that were kind of like submitting multiple entries and just being kind of weird last time. We had to spend a lot of time, like a couple hours of our own time, just going through and like pulling out duplicate entries. So please just use one entry if you can. And then yeah, just fill out the form.
Not if you can.
Or yeah, not if you can, but please just use one entry because it sucked last time. I had to sit down for like hours and just like go through all and like sort through, almost 2,000 emails and pull the duplicates out. So just please be rad. Just use one and let us know if you have any questions.
And then we did get a super chat.
Oh yeah, I saw one from Tyson.
Thanks.
So, yeah, thank you, Tyson. So yeah, if you guys have any other questions on that, let us know. And then if you have, yeah, Hudson said 3-star for North America, 5-star for international. So that should be really easy, hopefully.
Take you guys back to school, follow instructions.
Someone said I only sent 1,000 entries last time. But yeah, it was like 99% of people were awesome last time, just like most things in life. And then it just took 1% to make my life a lot harder. So please just be cool. Just do one. Um, Patrick said all he needs is one. He's feeling lucky. But yeah, that's what we did. Someone said if you're going to do double entry or move both their entries, there was a couple cases where people accidentally kind of did two, and you could tell they messed up and they weren't sure if it went through. So on that case, I would like email them, kind of verify, and then pull the duplicate out. But some people would do like, johndoe@gmail.com and then doejohn@gmail.com and then doejohn2@gmail.com. So that was annoying. So just do one on our website, ridemtv.com. Yeah, and someone said just 3 stars. Yeah, it won't affect us or anything. It's just a really easy way for us to like bulk sort all of it, and it'll just help a lot. So yeah, just 3 stars is totally fine. Don't worry. And
Will there be any kind of reply when they enter?
yeah, it should say that you submitted the form. So I think it will kind of give you like a success that you submitted it. And if it doesn't, let us know. But everyone that we have talked to so far said it was pretty
Oh,
easy.
maybe I can get it on my phone and like show.
Yeah. Yeah. Go grab or the
Okay.
laptop maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she'll be right back. So we'll kind of do that. Let's see. Can you enter both the Skydio and the frame? So I think on this one, we're going to just do the Skydio for North America and then the frame for international, just because we've had like mostly North America winners the last couple of entries. And so we want to do something international specific as well. And yeah, we're just going to split it up that way. But Niner did say that next year they're going to try to support us more and do maybe something more like the full suspension frame and all that. So yeah. And Jeff, beginning of the live stream, just go to the community page and on our YouTube, and it has all the details. We just posted that about a minute ago. So Shni said it was hard giving you guys 3 stars. Thank you, Shni. No, we really appreciate it. It'll be fun to see how it goes, but she's gonna pull up the website really quick and show you guys how to enter. So yeah, just ridemtv.com. You spelled that wrong. Matthew said, "What's the giveaway?" Oh, let's see. All right, so this is the website, and then basically what you're gonna do. Oh, sorry. What you're gonna do is go right here to where it says giveaway entry, and you're just gonna click giveaway entry, and then it'll pull up, and then right here on the form, you'll just fill this out and submit it, and do 3-star if you're North America, and then 5-star if you're international, and then click submit. And then we'll get that. Be super easy. You'll be entered to win. Tried to make it as easy as possible. Oh, and then Madison asked when are the winners announced. So that's also in the community post that we did, but next Sunday is when we'll do the announcement. That's cool. And then people are saying nice things.
The
too.
link to our IG from the website is probably messed up because we changed the name, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
we
you.
can fix that. Yeah, sorry.
We're still kind of working on the Instagram. It looks really bare right now, but we want to try to make it look better when we get time.
Yeah, it's been a lot of like little things that we're trying to put all together, but I don't know, it's been exciting for sure. What if you're in another country? Basically another country means international. So if you're not in Canada or USA, do the 5-star and you'll be up for the 9er frame. And if you're Canada or USA, then do 3-star and you'll get the Skydio. So yeah. Oh, thanks, Jason.
Caleb asked earlier what the bike is in the background. And that's Kyle's 27.5 that I was riding before. It just has different tires on.
Someone else said.
Thanks, Race.
Oh, and a couple people asked what is our Instagram. We just started like a channel Instagram, so it's just Kyle.April.RideMTV. So yeah, should be pretty easy. And then
thanks, Patrick.
Oh yeah, Patrick said he's gonna try the wall ride next time.
I saw that. I kind of tried at the bike park last night, and it was more scary, I thought, than Tamarack. So
man, there's a lot of you guys in here. That's cool. Oh, you guys can see the dog roaming around in the back too. Suggestions for a newbie: overcoming fear and getting the confidence to hit new things like drops and jumps. And I mean, April had that like last night when we were at the bike park, the fear of committing to something new.
Yeah. So when I'm scared, I gear up more. Like I put on my full face if it's like a gap or just something where I feel like I could get sketchy. And last night I put on the elbow pads again because it was the wall, and in case I like fell on it, it's just like more protection. It makes me feel safer. And then um not everybody can have access to somebody that is a good rider, or somebody that can, like, for me it helps when Kyle's there and he says you can do it, or you're doing this, and this thing could help you improve. And
Yeah.
then I can see him do the thing and follow him sometimes, but not everybody has that. So
Yeah,
uh
and one thing that helps a lot, of how to like watch your own self and watch your own technique and kind of dial it in is filming in slow mo on like an iPhone or something. And so like last night, I would just take a slow mo clip of her and then kind of like scroll through it and be like, oh, like you're not leaning your head enough as you get onto the wall and stuff like that. And that seemed to help quite a bit. And yeah, I got 'em.
oh, that's a good question. Kyle, have you ever told April that she can't do something?
Yeah, I think so, right? Or like not in those words, maybe, but like there's been a
You
few times where I said it's maybe not worth it, or like I'll explain to her why the feature is kind of sketchy. But generally, she's really good at judging her own skill, and
Mhm.
so it's rare that I'm like, April, don't do that, or you can't do that.
I
It's
don't think you've ever told me not to, but you've warned me.
yeah,
You've said, "Hey," so like a long time ago, we were at Bogus and they had the dirt jump park, and you said, "Hey, just so you know, the first roller into it is kind of sketchy. Be careful." Or, "Hey, this lip is sketchy." You've highly, like, I keep talking about stage fright. You've highly suggested I don't work on the last bit because it's
yeah,
dangerous. And so I'm trying to work on my skills of jumping steeper lips at the dirt jump park, just like kind of taking the advice. Like, you haven't said I can't, but you said
yeah.
let's
Sometimes I'll be
not.
like, maybe we'll work on this first to get
Yeah.
up to that. My friend Mike is staying in town right now, so Kona's running around bouncing between Mike and us, so that's why he's rolling around. And yes, I saw another good one too. Oh, that's cool. Peter said after learning how to bunny hop on one of our videos, he found a down tree the other day and just hopped over it, no problem. So
Oh,
that's
no
awesome.
way.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do that big.
um, Tips on teaching someone to stand on the pedals aside from telling them just to do it. That's hard. Like I'm assuming that you mean kind of like when they're sitting for most of the trail and they're not standing up and like getting in riding position. Honestly, what helps a lot of people is kind of holding them, holding their front wheel with your knees and then holding their handlebars with your hands and just having them stand and practice going from seated to standing because they won't be able to like completely break that habit yet, but they'll probably be able to do catch themselves like, oh no, like I was sitting, and then they'll be like, okay, I need to stand up. So practicing that movement helps a lot, I think. And let's see, when are we gonna see collabs with other MTV YouTubers? Hopefully soon after COVID stuff, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, and we've been real busy with like getting the how-tos done for you guys. So we're real busy focusing on that and getting like website dialed in, Instagram and stuff. So, but we will.
Yeah. Chris said, "Is that Nugget's twin?" Nugget is the other little shop Yorkie in town. So,
Nuggets bigger.
let's see. Oh, and a couple people have asked about maintenance stuff. That will be something we do in the winter. So Feedback Sports is actually gonna like help us do a series of maintenance stuff for you guys. So that'll be really cool. And I saw another good one. Um, do you ever ride clipless pedals?
Which is the clip.
Yeah, the clip.
No. We might try for a video someday, and it'll probably be more funny. You'll probably see some more wrecks or fails.
Oh, and then I saw a super chat up here that we need to say hi to. Oh,
Eric?
yeah, Eric, did you say that yet? No.
Uh-uh.
Oh, thank you, Eric. We really appreciate that.
And
And Race Petty.
there's been a few from Race Petty.
That's cool. Oh, someone else said, I had no idea I could shop on Amazon through you guys. Is that a permanent link or for limited time? So yeah, if you guys ever do want to like support us without it costing you anything, there's like an Amazon link in our description. And if you just click on any of the links and get on Amazon, then we get like a small commission off that. And so that helps out a lot, like sometimes up to 5%. The other day someone bought like some AirPods and we got like a commission on that. And that was super helpful. So that was really cool. And let's see. Oh yeah, they keep asking who's sneaking through the door. We'll bring Mike in here in a minute. He's my buddy from Chico, and he is headed up to Big Sky for a big mountain enduro race up there. And let's see. Oh, Tony said, "Can you explain how to enter?" So for anyone who wants to know how to enter, we just did a community post in like the YouTube community section, and you can just go on there, and all the details are there. If you don't to hear me, have to redo it again. But basically, go to ridemtb.com, contest entry, 3-star for USA or Canada, and 5-star for international. So that should be pretty easy. Let's see. Oh, a couple people asked about proper falling technique.
Kyle needs to learn that, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not good at falling. I always crash so hard when I do crash, but I try to stay up as much as I can. And also, why are clipless pedals called clipless if they have clips? That's a good question, Mark. So the reason they call them clipless pedals is because way back in the day, you'd have flat pedals or you'd have pedals with a toe clip, which is like the strap that went over your shoe. And then when they invented clipless, which is the ones with the cleat, they called it clipless because you don't have a toe clip anymore. So, Mike, they want to see who you are. Let's see. So that's Mike. Let's see. Someone said, "Are we supposed to?" All right. Someone said, "Are you supposed to receive a confirm email after entering?" I don't think you'll get a confirm, but you should get like in the form. It should say you submitted. But I think it'll just.
Try right now.
Yeah, she'll try it and see. But I think it should do it easily. I know it does it for the subscribe thing. I don't know if it does it for feedback all the way, but we just set that up today. And a bunch of people said hi, Mike. So, oh, someone asked, do you know if the Amazon thing works if you go to the UK Amazon via the US link? I think it does. Yeah, I think it still works no matter what. They're really like actually easy to work with for us as affiliate. So it's really cool. And then someone said, "Where are you guys from?" We live in Boise, Idaho. Sending it.
Okay. So I am going to send my feedback as one, just because I don't want to get mixed up.
Yeah, and then at the bottom.
Oh, right underneath the button, it just said thanks for submitting, and then it went away. But it said thanks.
She did 1 star, so she's not entered. Let's see. How big will the bike be? It's whatever size you want. So whoever wins, they can pick the size. Niner is kind enough to send out a new one from their warehouse, so that'll be really cool. And then let's see. Ooh, coffee mugs would be a good idea too for Ride MTV. We're gonna try to do some like more fun stuff for you guys in the future with like merchandise and whatnot. But we've been so busy, we're just trying to, I don't know, still focus on the videos and try to be good at that. But yeah, someone else. Oh, what are your nationalities? No, we're both just American, born and raised. April has a lot of Swiss, I think, and German, right?
I have a lot of Swiss, German, and Lithuanian.
And then my dad was adopted, and so I don't know our ancestry at all, but I think I'm probably Irish. So, yeah, I saw another one.
I was trying to see if I got like a confirmation email, but I don't see one.
Okay.
But it did say thanks for submitting.
I saw someone else ask something about the Patreon page and what we're gonna do for that. So yeah, on the Patreon page, like we started doing a few little live streams. Or started doing one so far where I took like a tire and I kind of did the anatomy of a tire, like the difference between casings and ramp knobs and square edge knobs and siping and corner knobs and all that kind of stuff. Talked like all the way through a tire, and then in the next video we're gonna do is like suspension, talking all about suspension. So for the Patreon, we're gonna start doing more of those, and then that'll be like a test event to do a full video on that later for the YouTube channel too. But it's kind of fun. I can interact and answer questions on that, and it seemed like people really liked it when we did it last weekend. So that was really cool.
Caleb asked us to make jerseys. We did add a moisture wicking men's t-shirt this week that we didn't see that was available before. So that's cool. So we have a men's and women's moisture wicking t-shirt.
And someone asked if they can participate from Algeria. I think that you can. Yeah, I think that Yep, international.
For
So
the
just
bike and for the gift cards.
yeah, and just check the community post, and it'll have all the details and a link and everything. And I saw another one.
Cool.
What they say? Oh yeah.
My wife watched your lady riding in her lane, and it encouraged her to get a bike and ride with me. So now we're looking for a bike for her. We are 23 and married at 21 years old. That's cool.
That's
We
really
love to
cool.
hear those stories.
I'm gonna send a link to the website too for people. Sorry.
Oh,
Here, I'll put it in here right now. Paste. I don't know if you guys can hear Kona snoring.
probably not.
So I just put the link to our website in there. Oh no, Presto, he said just international, bummer. So the Skydio is not just international, and you can also win the $100 gift cards from Performance. So that'll be kind of cool. And then yeah, and someone Victor said he didn't get a confirmation email, but we can also like get rid of the duplicate entries really easy because it'll sort it by person and it'll just have like two in your inbox instead of one. So that's really easy. Oh, and then Caleb said, "Have you met Yuka yet?"
No, we haven't met, or you haven't met them, have you?
I haven't yet. Oh,
Okay.
I've met Brian like briefly at Sea Otter, but I haven't met
Brian and
Yuka.
Yuka. Haven't, but I would love to for sure.
Oh, that's awesome. Sierra for Echo. He just did a
Sierra.
super chat. Sierra for Echo. Yeah, thank you so much. That's really cool. It's awesome to see you guys getting help from the videos. And like we talked about before too, this was never really the plan. And we didn't think this would be a thing and that it would grow so fast or anything. So we're just trying to put out I don't know, we're just kind of trying to put out content that's helpful, and it's cool that it's being helpful and received well, but we're not really, I don't know, it's weird. We're not trying to like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. We're not trying to do it like too hard, but we're just trying to like put out stuff that's fun and helpful, and it's been cool to see the response, but we don't want people to think that we're like being, like quote unquote YouTuber stuff yet. I don't know. We're just trying to be like normal people and help out, and then somehow this grew into something cool, which is really crazy. And I saw, oh, someone said how to ride in bad/wet weather. That would be a hard one. Boise gets so cold, but I think we could maybe try to do that. We'll see.
How to ride in cold weather?
Cold weather or bad/wet weather.
We're not allowed to ride in like wet trails here.
Yeah.
It's weird. I mean, I get it, but
um, let's see. If you guys have any other like fun questions in here, throw them in. We'll try to answer them.
I forgot who, but someone asked about the Amazon thing again. And um when you're watching our video, we have details underneath. You'll either have to, if you're on a phone, you'll either have to like click like a down arrow on the side or show more on the computer. And we list like the website, things we use, and the number one thing here, it has a Amazon link. And if you click on that, all it does is give us just like a small percentage of, like, if you shop on Amazon all the time, just click on that link, and for the next 24 hours, if you order something, it'll give us a small percentage.
Yeah.
Doesn't cost you anything.
And it doesn't have to be anything bike related. It can just
Mm-mm.
be anything. So someone bought like AirPods the other day, or they bought like diapers, and that helped out a lot, which is kind of funny. So yeah, it's been really
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, someone said, how about doing a video on just a fun ride day somewhere cool and possibly a collab? So I think that we're gonna do that next week and just go ride in Ashland
Mm.
because I have to go visit family, and so April's gonna come with and do a little vacation. And so we're gonna go try to ride Ashland, Oregon, which is like one of my favorite trail areas ever. And so I'm excited to show that to her, and we'll do like a follow cam and try to do something non-how-to related. We've been like, I don't know, pretty stressed, I guess, trying to do those in the past like week or two. And so I think it's time for just a little vacation, and then we'll get rejuvenated and start doing it full time again. Oh, and someone said, yeah, they liked watching the enduro race at Tamarack. That was super fun for sure. I'm trying to get a new like GoPro that's a little bit higher quality, so we'll see if that works out. Oh, and then I saw another person ask about the contest. So if you check out the community post that we just did, like on our YouTube, then it has all the info in there. So that should help out. So yeah, or you can maybe replay this after we're done in a little bit, in a minute. So yeah. Jason said he's in NorCal. Yeah, I'm from Chico. So Oh, and Jordan said he used to live in Ashland, but he never skated, or he only skated there. And there's a trail out there that's so fun. It's like the trail that kind of like really hooked me into mountain biking called Missing Link. And so I'm excited for her to check it out with all her new skills. And then on one wheel, he said, "What GoPro are you using?" Currently, I have a GoPro 7, but the hard thing is like GoPro as a whole, they use a really small image sensor, so there's not a lot of like data and fine detail. And so when you upload it to YouTube, it'll compress it really bad a lot of times, especially if there's like fast moving things like trees and whatnot. And so I'm trying to get like the Insta 360. They use a 1 inch sensor and it has like more data, so it should look better even after it's compressed. And I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I think I'm gonna get one, and I'll do a little test for you guys and see if it's any better. And yeah, I'm just trying to do something that doesn't look like so blurry and kind of weird, because it looks good on the computer and you upload it and it looks like kind of crappy, and I don't know how to fix that. So,
Martin asked if there's an age limit on the giveaway.
oh no, I don't think so.
Oh no.
No, we're just running it. we're trying to figure this all out as we go. So, um, yeah. And then Summer said, "What do you suggest for mountain bike between $500 to $1,000?" In that price range, I would look at something like a nice full suspension. You can sometimes get around the $1,000 mark used, or something like a Marin Hawk Hill. Or if you want to get something new, you can get like a really nice hardtail and start kind of riding with a hardtail. That's what I learned on, and that'll help your skills get really good. So yeah. And then Kevin said, "How do I enter the giveaway? I entered all of them and never won." Yeah, last time we got like 1,700 entries, so it was a lot. But yeah, to enter, just go to our website, and then it says giveaway entry at the top. And then if you're in the USA, do 3 stars, and if you're in international, then do 5 star. Yeah, so on one wheel, he said, "What about putting settings on Pro Tune for the GoPro and then adjusting a few things?" So I've tried a bunch of stuff, and like I haven't found something I'm really happy with yet. But it's crazy if you use like a real like in the trees is where I'm struggling, but out in the open, like in desert riding and stuff, it works like really good. But yeah, I'm just trying a few things, so we'll see what happens. But I like 1 inch sensors. I think that it should be cool to see if it works, and then you guys will get to see without having to spend money. So. um Oh, Kevin, this is a funny one. What's your educational background? I am a high school failure. So I had a point 0.5 GPA through high school. I was dealing with my mom being sick and like kind of taking care of her. And yeah, I always tested really well, but I just like couldn't stand being at school. So I failed out, point 0.5 GPA, enrolled in homeschool, and then did a kind of like homeschool program, just barely graduated, got a diploma, and then we could never afford to go to college. So that's when I started racing. And it was kind of like either start working full time or see if racing could work. And yeah, just started doing racing. So La Polga said, "Oh snap, it's okay if you. I can probably go in and change them if you mess up. Just send another email and I can fix that." But yeah, let's see. Oh, Patrick said he rode Hot Shot the other day and it looked easy on the.
That's why I always say you make everything look easy.
Oh, thanks, Adam. We really appreciate that. I've seen a lot of cool things about the GoPro Max too. He said that he did a super chat. He said, "Here's 1% of a GoPro Max." So we're on our way. Um, oh, how do you do your shock rebound? That's a good one. Like a good baseline setting for the rear shock rebound is to get on your bike and you just coast like seated and you ride off of a curb. And if your shock bounces, like goes compresses and bounces once, then it's a little bit too slow. Like if it just goes, or if it goes like this and bounces multiple times, it's a little too fast. You want it to kind of basically rebound and then settle. So that's like how we would always set it up, just in the parking lot, just seated right off a curb, and then check to see if it. You don't want it to just go. You just want it to go settle. So that way it's a little bit fast to like recover in holes, but not too slow, not too fast. Do you have any that you want to do?
Kevin asked, why is mountain bike gear so expensive? And I think that's kind of like your definition of what expensive is too.
Well, I mean,
But
it's expensive. It's like $100 for shorts.
yeah.
It's a lot.
Well, I'm a girl, so I'm like, I pay $100 for leggings. So like my definition of expensive is different sometimes.
Yeah.
But as a designer, like I see this a lot, and basically you're paying for like the performance of the fabric and stuff. Um, a lot of mountain bikers have like a lot of performance materials that they use,
Because for
and
people that don't know, April is a gear designer at Fly Racing. So she
mhm,
has a lot of background. Like she goes to China every year and like helps develop stuff and does all that. So she has good insight into this part.
yeah, and like we we struggle all year long trying to do pricing, and I'm sure other brands do too. Same struggle for everybody. There's crazy things that we get import tax on.
Yeah.
Like it's just like if you attach something this way compared to that way, you get taxed way more, and then that
Yeah.
can change the price of it. And if some people aren't smart enough about that, it can change the price. But a lot of times, like stretchy technical fabric is really expensive. Um, and applications, they're like if you want fancy things and reflective things is expensive. So
Yeah, this the
you pay for
basically
what you
the
get.
yeah, the raw material cost is really high on the nicer stuff, like the moisture wicking fabric and the kind of more hydro resistant stuff. So, yeah. Let's see. I saw. Oh, thank you, Mauricio. That's really awesome. And someone said I stopped smoking and now I can afford a bike. That's really sick. We actually just partnered with the Idaho Tobacco Prevention Program, and so like we're supposed to be doing like talks at schools and stuff this year, but obviously COVID kind of messed that up. And yeah, next year we're going to be doing a lot of that, so that'll be really fun. But yeah, definitely my yeah, that's cool that you can afford it now. That's awesome, and that's cool. Thank you, Norm. That's really nice of you to say.
Oregon Peddler asked, "What do we do in the winter months to stay fit and motivated when riding isn't really an option?" I will snowboard sometimes, and Kyle just partnered with SnowGo.
Yeah.
It's like a it's got like the two skis in the back and like one ski on the front, and it kind of looks like a bike, got the handlebars. But it like I was real skeptical on it, and then we finally went together at the end of the last winter, and I watched him like rail like just like through some powder, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that looks fun." So I want to try it this winter. And then we had a really nice rock climbing gym open up here locally, and we started doing that this last winter. That was really fun. They have like yoga, and they have a little gym, and just rock climbing was really fun. Skeptical. Sorry guys, I can't talk. That's why I just smile.
um, someone had a good question. They said, "What's the most exciting part about winning races?" He said, "The payday, the podium, sponsorship deals, the glory." I think the best thing about winning a race is knowing that the weekend is like done and you survived for me. Because it was always like when when you get to a level of racing pro, there's a lot of stress of fulfilling obligation and fulfilling things. And when I was like up and coming, it was literally like if I don't win this race, I'm not going to make my rent payment. And so for me, it's always like, okay, I need to do it. And then it was like a sense of relief more than like stoke. But it is cool when you have a good run and you are the fastest on a certain trail. That feels really cool. And it's just nice to like, I don't know, it's just nice to have that in the back of your head. Like, oh yeah, I was like one of the fastest dudes on that trail that day. That's really, really sweet. And it's fun getting to go fast on a track where there's no hikers and you know that it's clear for the most part. That's like the best part about racing for me is you can like open it up more than I can when I ride locally. But
Eddie asked, April, is there anything you won't try? Yes, I did find something that I won't try. Speed flying, or like
oh yeah,
the
paragliding.
paragliding, but if they call it speed flying, where you like run off of the mountain or cliff with the parachute.
Hmm.
It's not like base
It's
jumping.
paragliding.
It's like paragliding.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was really hard to get the kite up, and like if you change your arms one way, it's like death or like alive. So
Yeah, her friend Nick does the like speed flying and paragliding and all that, and so she was looking at trying it, but I'm glad you did it.
yeah, and like right across from our house, we have like natural rock climbing, and then like just right next to that, there's the paragliders, and we can watch them from like our yard. So it would be sweet if I was into it.
um, for one, I just want to say thank you to Kevin. That was a really nice comment. And then Ducati, he asked, "How did you learn really big drops?" Honestly, how I learned was riding street. And so, I used to do like 2 stairs when I was younger and like jump off 2 stairs, and then you get to like a 3 stair or 4 stair. And once you start doing those bigger stair sets, it's really cool because like to clear the stairs, you learn to carry a certain amount of speed. And I don't know, it's just a good way to learn. I want to take April out like urban riding and do like a how to like get better in the city type video. And so, yeah, the biggest stair set I ever did is like a 12 stair, like jumping off that, and that's like 6 feet. So it's pretty big drop doing that.
Well, because you have to go far.
Yeah, it's a good way to practice for sure.
And Patrick said he wants to go on the snow go. We have to, so you can.
Cool. And then I think we should probably start wrapping this up in a minute because I'm supposed to go ride with my friend Mike a little bit, and April's gonna go surfing. So let's see. Rambo's Prawn said you need to test April's turning skills. Remove her front brake.
Annihilation must be swift.
Last year, actually, just like I don't know, just for fun, just to practice braking more effectively, I took my rear brake off for a full day, and I just did like laps at the bike park doing just front brake only, and that was pretty eye opening, really, because you can't like last minute grab stuff. You really have to brake early and set up for the corners. That was really fun. So it was scary, but people thought I was joking, but I like showed up and just did front brake only, and it was a good. I learned a lot.
We did weird things. I don't know if it was helpful or not, like back in the day where we would just like stand up for the whole lap.
On dirt bikes.
Yeah, on dirt bikes. I don't know if it was helpful or not.
Oh, and Peter asked a good question. How did you get involved with Niner? Um, that is a good question. Like, it's weird in the bike industry. It's so small, especially being a racer. Like when you go to the bigger races, everyone kind of knows everyone. And Niner got bought. They went through bankruptcy and they got purchased again. And when they got purchased, this guy who runs like kind of the marketing, his name's Zach. He's a super cool dude, and he actually just kind of reached out to me and was like, "Hey, if there's any chance we could work together, we would love to do something." And so I was like, "Yeah, the bikes look awesome. They have a lot of cool plans for newer stuff that should be coming out in the next year or two." And they just seem like a really great partner. So we're signed a 3-year contract with them. This is the first year. I think hopefully we talked about them sponsoring April next year too because of all the video stuff we've been doing. And I don't know, it's really cool. And someone asked what happened to Rossignol's entry. So I rode for Rossignol before Niner, and basically, the Rossignol thing, they're still doing this big entry into the bike industry, but it took a little longer than they anticipated. And so they were in a position where it's kind of like, hey, we can hold like if you want, we'll still sponsor you for another year and we can like have this gap year. Or if you have any opportunity, then go feel free to take it because we want to see you succeed. And so they were really cool. They like let me out of my contract early. They're kind of doing some stuff on the back end. And then he actually told me that like they're finally good to go and they're making a big push next year. So I thought it was really cool of them to like let me out of my contract early because they're like, hey, we're not ready for you. And we want you to be successful. And then that's when I reached out to Zach and did the Niner thing. So that was really cool of them. And that is like a quintessential moment of just being honest with people and opening the line of communication and just talking with people. Cause otherwise, like it could have been so bad, but it was just really fun to, I don't know, be able to like work with both of them, didn't burn any bridges. And now everyone's like happy. So that's really cool. They actually offered to sponsor April too, so she might be on a Rossi next
Sick.
year. Um, but yeah.
Oh, bear bait.
Oh no way. Bear bait. We were riding the Boise Bike Park yesterday, and the grass
Have
was
you
all
talked
messed
to him
up.
yet? Because we want to go to Ashland.
I haven't messaged him yet.
Hey, bear bait, we might see you.
Someone said, "Whose name is Kyle and April?" I'm Kyle, and you're April.
Yeah.
But yeah. What?
Oh no, he said whose name? It's Kyle and April because someone keeps saying, "What are your name?" or something. I think is what he's saying.
Oh. um. Oh, and then Aiden said, "Can we do a video on whips and tables?" That's definitely in the works. We see that a lot, and I'm really excited to do it. It's just going to be a lot of work to do it right.
I'm working on my jumps at the bike park so I can eventually try to whip, hopefully.
And Dan asked, "How are we holding up in the quarantine with everything?" Honestly, I think that we added a lot to our plate really quickly. Like, and especially April's still working full time and has been the whole time from home. And then starting the YouTube thing, like that was a lot of extra work that we put on her plate. So it's been pretty like stressful, but all good. Like it's all, I don't know, it's good, but it's a lot for sure.
We're staying busy.
Yeah, it's been a lot. So I don't know. I'm excited for things to get back to normal a little bit. Um, let's see.
What,
Oh, so Mike
um,
said, "How do we get those sponsors to endorse your viewers?" Um, I think that for one, through giveaways, we'll do giveaways like we're doing now, and then for two, I was actually going to do a how to get sponsored video, so people that are curious can get a little bit more of an idea. And maybe I'll do like a template of like a like not a contract, but like a proposal and how I structure them, and then kind of see if that could help people out because there's definitely a skill to communicating with marketing managers for sure.
Eddie asks, would it be better to get aluminum or carbon for his first full frame?
Uh,
First full suspension bike.
I feel like if it's your first full suspension bike, Eddie, I would do aluminum because you're probably gonna crash a few times. Like that's what we all do. And aluminum's a little bit more durable to like kind of falling in the rocks and doing little things. So if you are split between what to get, I would say get an aluminum one first, learn to ride it, and it's a little bit more forgiving as far as if you do make a mistake. But yeah. Oh, and Eric asked how old we are. People always
No,
ask that one.
don't answer
You can't ask
that.
a woman that one.
Don't read it.
um, yeah, and then Peter said, any advice on how to get confidence back after a crash? Man, that one is hard. Do you have any that you've crashed on that you can like think about?
Mm. Well, like I've had like almost crashes and crashes. It's different though because I had a really bad crash when I was 16 on the dirt bike, and I came back feeling like I was invincible. And then, but now when I wreck, definitely more scared. And for me, it's kind of better for me to get to it as soon as possible.
Hmm.
The longer I stay away from the thing I'm scared of, the more scared I get. It becomes bigger and bigger in my head. So there was that gap you helped me with.
Hmm.
Um, I can't remember when, 2 years ago now. Or it was like my first year riding.
On the slalom?
Yeah. Or was it
Yeah.
last year? I don't know. But it was a tiny gap he helped me with. I did something weird, went too slow, went over the bars, crashed, but didn't get hurt. But I got up right away and said I need to do it again. But it
Yeah.
was small.
And then we filmed like I filmed her in slow-mo when she did crash, and so I was able to like walk her through what
Yeah.
happened. And then I don't know, I feel like a lot of times when people get scared of something, they don't know what went wrong, and so they're scared because they don't know what they did wrong. And
Mhm.
so maybe if you have a friend that's really good at that certain feature or section, you can kind of film them and watch them and like just at night like study, scroll through your phone and kind of go back and forth like, okay, what did they do? And maybe try to pick out what went wrong on your thing.
Yeah. Or like start on a smaller thing that's like it, and then
Yeah.
work your way back up. Because like let's say you wrecked on a drop. Like our friend Megan just wrecked, like not to call her out or anything. She just wrecked on a drop. So maybe if she was scared, she could start on a smaller drop and work her way back up to that drop, but not wait like so like don't wait years, I feel like, because then it becomes scarier.
Someone said it when you look at the camera, it feels like you're staring through my soul. Sorry. It's hard. It's awkward with the webcam things. But yeah, sweet. I think we'll probably start wrapping this up. If you guys have any last minute questions, throw them in. We'll try to wrap this up in just a couple here. There was a good one from Jason right here. He said, my fiance and I are looking to get some knee pads. Can you give us any advice on which ones to purchase? The ones that we seem to like the most for like everyday average trail riding is the Fly Racing light pads.
Like barricade.
Well, they're called light now. They dropped the
Oh, okay.
barricade.
Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, like the light pads from Fly Racing. So if you go on their website, we use that one a lot, and that one's really nice and breathable and really stretchy. So that's what April uses always, and that's what I use most of the time. So that's a really good one to get into it. Yeah, so hopefully that helps. And then someone else, how do you learn your coaching technique? I don't know.
He's learning it.
Yeah, learning it through doing the videos, but I think it's maybe it's just because I was self-taught when I was trying to learn how to ride, and so it's kind of like the advice that I either got or that I internalized that made the most sense, and so it's kind of like just trying to give that to someone in a way that isn't condescending. I think that's kind of key. But yeah, I don't know. It's just I had to learn it all myself because where I grew up, all my friends like we grew up in a town that was like pretty poor for the most part, and so no one had mountain bikes, and so like I was the first guy to get a mountain bike. I started working at 15 and bought a mountain bike, and yeah, once I got that, it was kind of game on, but none of my friends could come with me, so I did a lot of riding by myself. Cool. And then oh, Jeff asked, how are those pads, the light pads for falling down while pedaling? I haven't had an issue with mine.
I
And
don't.
yeah, I haven't had an issue with mine. They've been really nice because they have like a lot of silicone on the top and it like helps it. So yeah. Oh, and then mountain bike weightlifting. Oh, Alex had a good question. He said, I do mountain bike and weightlifting. How do you think I could combine my training? It's kind of hard. If you're a competitive weightlifter, then doing like something really heavy cardio wise is sometimes detrimental to that. But what you can do is kind of use the mountain bike either as recovery rides, like try to find some routes that are a lot easier and just do like kind of nice big days where you do like big recovery rides and have fun on the downhill. Or you can use it for doing like interval and do more interval stuff. And I think that would maintain your muscle for weightlifting, and then also um, you'd have fun on mountain bike. So yeah, um,
Um,
yeah,
I see a few questions about helmets for beginners and like what's a good full face. I think Kyle agrees with me on this, but I think the place you want to spend money on is a helmet. Um, like I think that's what you want to invest in the most is your
mhm,
helmet, like because that's safety and that's your head. Um, we do wear the fly racing helmets. When it's the half shell, we wear the freestone. And I personally prefer the carbon works, and Kyle does too for the full face. But we also have like the default helmet
yeah,
that's
yeah. They have
more
two.
affordable.
They have one that's like a little bit higher end, and the default one I think is like 119 or something, and it's just a nice helmet just to like feel more protected in, protect your grill a little bit. But I always like wearing full face when I could, and
$10 head, get a $10 helmet.
yeah, that's what Mellow Yellow said.
Basically, yeah. When I first started riding dirt bikes, my dad got me like a good helmet, and he tried to tell me that it would be like for 10 years, but I was like, "Yeah, okay, dad." But like I knew that I couldn't keep a helmet that long because if you have a bad wreck, you have to replace it.
Um, all right, and then last question. I saw one that I just want to answer really quick from Mauricio. He said, "How do I choose proper tire pressure? I'm running 50 psi, and it feels really hard, but I'm afraid to mess up my wheels if I drop too much." Um, Mauricio, it depends a lot on what casing you have. So if you have like a lighter tire or a thicker tire. But with that being said, a lot of times people run closer to 30 psi just as a very starting point, and that's a little high in a lot of ways. But try dropping down a bit, and if you're really afraid to like mess up your wheels, if you have carbon wheels or something, then you can get like a Cushcore XC, and that's what I use in all my carbon wheels, and it helps prevent them from getting damaged. So I really like that product a lot. But yeah, I think that was good. That was like almost an hour again, 45 minutes. But yeah, just in parting, thank you guys for everything. Thanks for doing like making this possible. It was cool that we got to cross that 100K mark, and hopefully there's more in the future. And yeah, just check out the community post if you have any questions. I will also put a link for our website right here. So I'll put that in there. And then, yeah, if you need to, just click on that, go enter, and 3-star for USA or Canada, 5-star for international. Pretty easy. Cool. All right. Well, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll talk to you guys next time. Oh, and we'll do the announcement on Sunday,
Oh, okay.
next Sunday. So, yeah, not this one, next Sunday. But we're taking a vacation. So, we'll see you guys soon. Thank you.